Hi guys, again to a new video from your channel New Cars Technology. My name is Josh and today's video is about the all-new Volkswagen Tiguan. The new Volkswagen Tiguan will include significant aesthetic, technology, chassis setup, and electrified powertrains upgrades. The third-generation Volkswagen Tiguan is slated to make its official world debut in Europe in September 2023, marking the German brand's final internal combustion engine-powered compact SUV. Based on the most recent revealing teases, we have collated all of the pertinent facts about the new model, which is expected to include modern aesthetics, larger touchscreens, more economical plug-in hybrid powertrains, and an enhanced ride. The current generation Tiguan was debuted in 2014 and received a redesign in 2020. However, in comparison to its newer rivals in the highly competitive compact SUV sector, it has begun to feel antiquated. Volkswagen intends to solve this with an entirely new generation that departs from the angular surfacing seen in its predecessor, choosing instead for a slightly cavea and more contoured body. VW released official photographs of lightly camouflaged pre-production cars last week, suggesting that the new Tiguan features stylistic elements from the brand's completely electric ID series. Our artists have digitally removed the coverings to offer a visual picture of what the final production model may look like. The new front end has a more streamlined appearance that combines evolutionary design elements with nods to prior models. The optional sophisticated IQ Light HD matrix technology available for the headlights, along with a full-width LED bar that enhances the solid grille, is a standout feature. The front bumper with a prominent central intake and vertically mounted air ducts is a significant aspect of the new design language for ICE-powered VW vehicles. This design feature will be carried over to the next facelift Golf and next-generation Passat. Although the greenhouse design is inspired by the larger Touareg, the smaller diameter wheels on the lower Tiguan trims do not completely accentuate the muscular front and rear fenders. While the plastic cladding around the bodywork is minimal, it's worth noting that there are no plastic skid plates because the vehicle was not designed with adventure in mind. The new Tiguan's rear look might be viewed as an evolution rather than a revolution. The LED taillights have been combined into a single trim piece, and the back glass retains its traditional shape, avoiding the coupe SUV trend. The rear bumper retains the outgoing Tiguan's characteristic full-width reflector. It's unclear whether the faux tailpipe trim will be kept or removed in the final production vehicle. The new Tiguan has measurements of 179.2 inches in length, 76.3 inches in width, and 64.6 inches in height. The wheelbase is 105.5 inches long. The new Tiguan is 1.3 inches longer and 0.2 inches taller than the previous model, while preserving the same width and distance between the axles. Volkswagen claims that the interior of the new Tiguan, which was fully revealed in pre-production form without any camouflage, has received special attention. The enormous 15-inch touchscreen infotainment system borrowed from the ID.7, which protrudes fairly prominently from the dashboard, is the main feature. The 12.9-inch device, which will be standard in cheaper trims, should be more naturally integrated into the interior design. A smaller digital instrument cluster and a head-up display further enhance the entire digital cockpit experience. According to the manufacturer, the designers worked hard to improve the interface's usability based on user input. Although the climate settings are still integrated into the touchscreen, the inclusion of lighted sliders and shortcuts promises to make the user experience easier. In addition, the new rotary control on the center console, which has its own integrated display, adds a physical element to the whole interaction. In response to consumer concerns, the steering wheel has been changed to delete the criticized touch-sensitive buttons, as promised by VW. In comparison to its predecessor, the new VW Tiguan will have a more spacious cabin. Rear passengers will have 10 mm more headroom, and boot space has been expanded to 648 liters, 33 liters more than before. Optional ergoactive seats for the driver and front passenger provide heating, ventilation, four-way lumbar support adjustment, and a 10-chamber massage function, similar to creature amenities found in premium markets. Volkswagen also highlights the use of high-quality materials throughout the cabin, as well as convenient storage options built into the center console. Although there will be no pure electric version, the Tiguan will benefit from an expanded variety of electrified choices that will play a larger role in the portfolio. The launch of new plug-in hybrid powertrains that use the upgraded 1.5 TSI Evo 2 engine paired with an unspecified number of electric motors is a major highlight. These PHEVs, denoted by the e-hybrid moniker, will have two power outputs, a combined 201 horsepower and 268 horsepower, with the latter offering all-wheel drive. The larger 18.5 kWh lithium-ion battery now allows DC charging and has an increased zero-emission driving range of roughly 62 miles. Although VW did not provide specifications, the new Tiguan will be offered with petrol, mild hybrid petrol, and turbo diesel powertrains. The mildly electrified 1.5-liter ETSI and the 2.0 TSI will most likely be available in petrol, gasoline. The reliable 2.0 TDI diesel will almost definitely remain in the lineup at least for a few more years. All powertrains will be exclusively coupled to a DSG automatic transmission, implying that the new Tiguan will not be available with a manual transmission. Notably, the previous generation's performance-focused Tiguan R with the 2.0 TSI producing 315 horsepower was not mentioned in the news statement, so we don't know if it will get a direct successor. The R sub-brand has committed to go all-electric by 2030, so VW may bypass the Tiguan this time and instead focus on expanding its ID lineup. Volkswagen emphasized the optional DCC Pro adaptive suspension, which makes its debut in the compact market. The complex system includes 2-valve shock absorbers and 15 various degrees of adjustability that span the whole comfort to sport. The redesigned VW Tiguan will be introduced in September 2023, with European sales beginning in the first quarter of 2024. According to recent sources, the lengthier Tiguan All-Space, which was the sole variation available in the United States, would be phased out. The Tiguan has plenty of opportunities to flourish until Volkswagen becomes an EV-only brand in Europe by 2033. Nonetheless, this tiny SUV faces stiff competition from rivals such as the Renault Austral, Nissan Qashqai, Kia Sportage, Hyundai Tucson, Ford Kuga, and the mechanically comparable Skoda Kodiaq, which is also expected to launch a new version in 2024. According to reports, the second generation of China's VW Tiguan, which is anticipated to debut in 2025, might serve as the successor to the present Tiguan All-Space in North America. The Tiguan is expected to be a global vehicle that shares its underpinnings and PHEV powertrains with the EU-spec Tiguan. Interestingly, there is conjecture that the Tiguan will be renamed the Tiguan for the US market, albeit no official confirmation has been made. Before I finish the video, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive all of the latest and most exclusive automotive news. If you have any questions, feel free to put it in the comments. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.